Namaste, Shri Namaha. Welcome to the Monday series of book reading, where we read from a book every Monday and try to educate ourselves. And remember that books are our greatest teachers. They can give us education and impart knowledge to us wherever we are. And it's simple, it's non conformational, and one can easily access a book at all times. So, bringing back the tradition of book reading through these series of videos where I read from one book every Monday, and most of the time I'm reading from my own books. So today I will be reading from my book called as Yoni, a Tantric and Medical Perspective. This book was designed in a way to be able to bring the basic medical education about women's health to each and every person out there of every age, and to encourage self-care, to know how to value, how to honor the feminine body. So one half of the book is coming from my medical insights of my 3 decades of practice, medical practice as a doctor. And then the other half of the book is coming from a sadhaka perspective, a Shakta sadhaka perspective, where I try to bring forth all the valuable education and resources from various world traditions to be able to uh, let us understand and value the feminine in her most divine um, manifestation. So, taking no longer, I'm going to share the book with you right here. So this is my book, and this is the way that it is listed on my website. This is only an ebook, and you can access the ebook by immediately purchasing it from here and reading it online. These are the index topics that are covered in the book, to be able to for you to know what are the subjects that may benefit you in this book. So that's about the website listing of this book. And coming back to the book reading per se, where we are going to, this is the book, and I've kept the book open. And last time we read here, we read this part, we read till this part where we are reading about the description of the yoni in various world traditions. So we spoke about the Indian mythology and the Greek mythologies, the Romans. See, these are the previous pages, Egyptian traditions. So these are the few pages that we have read so far in understanding the importance of this representation in various world traditions. So today we will be reading about the Western esoteric traditions and the importance of the yoni there. Some Western esoteric traditions, including certain forms of Western occultism and modern witchcraft, incorporate symbols related to the feminine divine. However, these symbols may not directly mirror Eastern depictions of the yoni. In witchcraft and various esoteric traditions, the yoni is often represented by symbols that emphasize its significance as a source of life and a representation of the divine feminine energy. While specific symbols may vary across different practices, some common representations of the yoni include the following: the chalice or the cup, symbolizing the womb and the receptive nature of the feminine principle. The chalice is often used in rituals to represent the element of water and the yoni. The second one is the Vesia Pisces, which is an ancient symbol made from the intersection of two circles with the same radius, where the center of each circle lies on the circumference of the other. The shape formed in the middle represents an almond or an eye and is sometimes interpreted as a symbol of the yoni due to its feminine and generative connotations. The third symbol would be the crescent moon, often associated with the goddess and the divine feminine. The crescent moon can represent the cyclical nature of life and the yoni's role in birth and regeneration. So we often see, and we also know that the lunar cycles of a woman, the menstrual cycles of a woman are directly having a connection with the moon cycles or the lunar cycles. The other examples could be the spiral, a symbol of growth, evolution, and the natural cycles of life. The spiral can also represent the journey inward to the sacred space of the yoni and the creative potential that it holds. And the last is a triangle that is pointed downwards. This shape is sometimes used to represent the yoni as it visually corresponds to the shape of the female reproductive area and is associated with water, one of the feminine elements. So there are five elements, and the Saumya nature or the soft nature of water element is directly connected to the woman's body. These symbols are often used in rituals, art, and meditations to honor the yoni and the sacred feminine. It is important to note that cultural and religious interpretations of symbols can be diverse, and the representations of the yoni can range from explicit and revered to more abstract or symbolic. Additionally, discussions about the yoni can be deeply tied to cultural taboos, and interpretations may vary widely based on individual beliefs and perspectives. So, this completes the first chapter of the book where we have understood the various representations of the yoni in world traditions. And this will be the next video where we will be speaking about what is yoni health and what is its importance for an overall well-being in a woman. Thank you very much for taking out the time to listen to this video and updating yourself. Thank you very much. See you again next Monday.